Ladies and gentlemen, Raw is Netflix, and let's get it with it being the new Netflix era under Triple H, otherwise known as Paul Levesque. And obviously, we are your co-hosts, Ryan and Alex, and we got an absolute banger this week with Raw making its debut on Netflix. So let's get this shit. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. But first, Ryan, looks like you got some news this week that's circulating in the rumors.
Damn straight. We have got some news that broke. First of which, I can't remember who broke it. I do believe it was Fightful, but can't remember for certain. I forgot to write it down. Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair are now appearing on WWE's internal roster page, with Becky Lynch being signed as a star for Raw and Charlotte Flair being a star on SmackDown. So no one's on screen yet, but obviously, if this is the internal roster page, then that means WWE is booking things right now as if Charlotte is on SmackDown and Becky's on Raw going forward, with their imminent returns obviously coming up.
Royal Rumble. Both of them.
Mm-hmm.
There's gonna be a lot of returns in the women's Royal Rumble this year, and I'm kind of excited.
It is gonna be nuts.
I think it's a good idea you kept them both on there because Charlotte was last seen on SmackDown when she had her injury, and same with Becky when she left. She was last seen on Raw. I don't remember Charlotte's last match, but I know Becky's was that steel cage match against Liv.
Right.
So when Dominic helped Liv win it, but whether you want to admit that or not,
right? Whether you want to admit it or not, I think it's exciting as shit. Mostly seeing as how our new SmackDown Women's Champion, or WWE Women's Champion as it's properly called, Tiffany Stratton, is seemingly being pitched for a feud with Charlotte going into Mania, which I am all here for.
It's Tiffy time all the time.
All the time. Hell God, yes, I love
this shit, dude. I love that it's Tiffy time now. It's so fucking fun.
But with that being said, another one that I saw break this week is that AEW star Malachi Black, formerly known as Aleister Black in WWE, is expected to become a free agent sometime in the months of February or March. Dave Meltzer reports that there are talks internally inside of WWE to bring Black back into the company. I'm personally very excited about this shit.
This is insane.
If you
remember, the star power WWE has is nuts.
If you
what they can do now with the Netflix is, oh my god.
If you remember or have seen any of the things that Malachi or Aleister Black has done in WWE, Triple H, or especially in NXT mostly, Triple H booked this dude insanely. He is a Triple H guy through and through, and it's mostly a lot of the talk has been, especially after Triple H took over, is that, well, when Malachi Black's contract comes up, he's definitely going back to WWE, and that kind of seems to be the case right now.
Yeah. There's a lot of people. I think Mox will come back, but I don't think we'll ever see a Shield reunion again.
I don't think Mox will ever come back, in all honesty. He kind of hates it. He kind of hates how WWE presents sports entertainment as a whole. He's more gritty pro wrestling, that type, New Japan type shit, instead of WWE sports entertainment type shit.
Yeah, that's true.
But I never say never. CM Punk came back, so
yeah, never say never. And I think if Mox did come back, we would never see a Shield again. I think we would rather see Rollins still hating Roman, but he comes in, or Mox comes back and goes, "Why you hate him? You made him." Just to kind of throw it in Rollins' face more. And just absolutely, I don't know. I'm excited.
He's an absolutely dog on him for that. I like the idea of it, but with the prospect of Becky Lynch and Charlotte coming back in the Rumble, I'm stoked for that in general. And then Malachi Black, Aleister Black, potentially coming into the company in March or February, which is before Mania, so we could potentially see a Cody Rhodes-esque situation from 38, Mania 38, that is, where he has no pre-scheduled match, but like there's something on the card where like someone has no opponent, and it's like, well, you'll find out who it is on the night, or something along the lines of that for Malachi's return. Or yeah, it would be his return
That'd
to the
be
company.
insane. That would be
Mhm.
nuts. Wasn't he with? No, that was Murphy. I was gonna say, wasn't he with Rollins? Like he had some like weird like stable with Rollins.
Yeah, no, that was Murphy. He may have had some. I don't remember. I don't. He kind of got called up to the main roster after, like, right after I stopped watching WWE. So, um, I don't really know a lot about his WWE run, but I know everything that he's done in AEW. I've absolutely loved. He's a phenomenal wrestler. But with that being said, Alex, we ready to dive into the freaking Raw debut on Netflix?
On God. So we open up with Seth freaking Rollins, CM Punk, Judgment Day, Rhea Ripley, all for the respective matches, Rollins versus Punk, and Judgment Day being just Liv and versus Rhea Ripley for the women's world title. And we start out with something that was fucking nuts, dude. I was just like in awe. We see like drapes covering the ring, but all the drapes are down. It's like video screens, and we just like watch this moments over the years, and like, dude, I don't even know. Like this shit was just dope as fuck. Like I didn't write in like any like crazy notes down this week because I just
Yeah,
wanted to watch the
understandable.
matches and like just wow, dude. This week was different. Like I've never seen a Monday Night Raw like this. It was
Yeah,
nuts.
definitely not. It was presented a lot like how they said it was. There was some things that I want to address as we get to them, as the show go as we get through this review, but all in all, freaking insane, especially this intro.
Mm-hmm. And so after this, drapes drop, fireworks go off, and Triple H is in the ring, and we get Triple H chants, crowd going fucking nuts. And apparently there were 17,000 sold out. Let's check. They're in the Intuit Dome in Los Angeles. Intuit Dome seating capacity. They were not sold out. 18,000 can sit in the Intuit. Only 17,000 were sold.
They may have only been set up for 17,000 then.
Yeah, honestly. Technically, they're wrong. But, no, I'm kidding. But, and he goes, in this moment, and this is the moment, all of you are being seen and heard by the entire globe. Tell them it's the WWE and it's louder than anything you've seen before. He goes, are you ready? And he screams, welcome to Monday Night Raw. And he goes, welcome to the Netflix era.
Welcome to the Netflix era.
Regardless of what happened with this promo, what are your thoughts on the ring match? That's what I want to know. Because this is going to be probably a really unpopular opinion.
Threw up
this is
all over it. I like
This is the one thing I actually agreed with Vince on.
I think I kind of do as well. I liked just the basic white ring mat. Like, why did we have to change it?
That's what I'm saying. I liked it more, but it's what it is.
It is what it is. But I mean, when you wrestle like a match and you have blood in it, like it's not going to show up as much on this black ring mat that has a bunch of advertisements and shit on it now. But
yeah, it's unfortunate.
It is an unfortunate one, but I see why they did it, because money.
And another moneymaker is walking out. Your guy, who's just like, dude, you keep talking about him. The Rock opens the show, has his People's Championship, and he shows the cameras his goosebumps by the entranceway, and he goes, smacks his forearm. It's the mana.
It's the mana.
He walks around the ring, shakes hands with Netflix or Endeavor TKO execs. I don't necessarily know who that was. Shakes hands with Pat McAfee and Michael Cole, and goes and gives the People's Championship to his daughters who are with his mom. We get Rocky chants, and he goes, years ago, when The Rock was a little rock, little pebble. He would travel the world with Soul Man Rocky Johnson, R.I.P. Only way to watch back then, you had to buy the ticket, or you watched Saturday morning. And the world is watching on Netflix. Tonight is the largest arena gate in WWE history. And he goes, finally, the WWE has come to Netflix. And he goes, you're all like, that's bullshit. Get to the real one. And he
That's
goes,
bullshit.
finally, The Rock has come back to Los Angeles. And before they get the show on the road, he's got someone he wants to acknowledge. And then he acknowledges Netflix execs up in a suite and says he's going to go all Squid Games on one of their candy asses for some reason. I don't remember what it was. And and he said this man has carried he says Cody Rhodes, this man has carried the company on his back for a year. Cody Rhodes, thank you, brother. Cody's front row in the crowd. He goes, Cody Rhodes, one more thing. I was like, no way he says this. And he says, tell Mama Rhodes, The Rock says hello. I was like, no shot.
This
He,
was.
go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Keep going. Keep going. I'm not gonna.
I'll
I'll
say,
talk about when you're done with all of
he
this.
wants to acknowledge Roman Reigns. We get OTC chants. He goes, not only is Roman Reigns, hold on, I just want to point this out. Not only is Roman Reigns the tribal chief, he is the original tribal chief. Did he just spoil the end of the tribal combat match? Yes. And he goes, can he get a little chee-hoo from the crowd? And he goes, tonight, tribal combat, Roman versus Solo. Rock is going to be watching. He is High Chief Sayuli, I think is what it is. Sayuli. And he's going to watch the match closely. And he goes, if you smell, we get Rocky chants, is cooking. And then shakes hands and hugs Cody Rhodes after the promo. Presumably says something, which probably has to do with WrestleMania. So, what do you think?
This is not what I wanted. This is not. I've seen this said by a lot of people, and this is not the final boss, Rock.
No, this is Netflix
This
exec
is
boss.
this
Or
is
TKO
Dwayne
boss.
Johnson, director of the board at TKO.
Dude,
And
his position got threatened. Did you know that? You know that, right?
I had no idea about any of
Yeah,
that.
his position got threatened, and he goes, "Yes, I want to show up more," because they were trying to get someone more like in it than what The Rock is. He just has that share, and that's about it. But he wasn't doing much. Now he's going to.
Well, he better. But yeah, I wanted final boss Rock here. This is supposed to be like the show for the quote unquote casual fan to get them hooked on WWE because it's the debut on Netflix. Assumedly, like about a bunch of new eyes are going to be on it, right?
Oh, there was like 667 million people watching.
Yeah, literally. I'm pretty sure it was the number one show on Netflix.
It
Like
was the number one show on Netflix.
literally. So like, we'll get fucked, Squid Games. If you smell. But yeah. Again, for me personally, I wanted to see the final boss here, and it just didn't happen. Like him saying, "Hey, Cody Rhodes, tell your mama I said hi. Remember when I beat the shit out of you and bloodied up a weight belt with your own blood and then handed it to her?"
Yeah, I saw
Like,
like
what
shit
the
after that, and it was like Rock 15 seconds after whatever it was.
Yeah,
I was like,
like
damn.
everything that happened on the Raw after Mania with them shaking hands and then him handing him something and being like, "Don't ever break the Rock's heart again." And now they're like, "Hey, what up, buddy? Hey, hey,
What's up?
what's up, my brother?" Well, trust me, we'll talk about brother soon enough.
Jesus,
But
that was fucking horrible, like fucking awful, dude. Like, bro, I see people pissed off, dude. No, we'll just get to that when we get to that. That was just no, it was fucking awful,
oh, dude, that's so
bro.
funny.
Oh my god. Oh, I don't. Oh
Oh,
god, that was fucking
oh,
awful. No, I
agreed.
definitely agree though with your whole thing on that. Like, dude, I sent you that tweet and they took a shot together backstage and The Rock got asked about it. He goes, well, The Rock's only 20 steps ahead. No, you're not, dude. Shut up.
Dude, listen. The Rock said that on NXT, right? Because he said at the end of this or something like that. Or no, he said it like in the Instagram video that they show later on in the night that he's going to NXT. I saw
Yeah.
something posted. The NXT happened on the 7th. The
Yeah.
Rock said that The Rock is always 20 steps ahead. 20 plus 7 is the 27. What's happening on the 27th? Roman
Saturday Night's Main
Reigns'
Event.
tribal. No, Roman Reigns. That's the 25th.
Oh, that's 25th.
Roman Reigns' tribal acknowledgement thing that he talked about later on
Oh
in the
shit.
night.
Ooh. I'm interested in that now.
Listen. The Rock is always 20 steps. I don't know, actually, to be honest with you, but I'd
That's an
love to see The
interesting
Rock
thought.
actually become the final boss again at some point, especially coming up in this WrestleMania. Because as the years tick on, like, Rock ain't getting younger. Rock is
Yeah, that's
not
true.
getting younger.
Rock is
It
not
is
getting
not
any
getting.
younger. We
It
all
is
saw the
not
gray
getting
hair on his face.
easier. It is
We
not
all
getting
saw the gray
easier for
hair.
him to get into a wrestling ring as the
No.
years go on. So I would rather this all happen sooner rather than later, like this year,
Yeah.
which is why I was pushing so heavily for it throughout the year. So fingers
True.
crossed, it still happens, but who knows? I'll still
You know
be
what
happy with Cody Rhodes versus John Cena.
that's true. I would be too. But you know what I'm also really happy about?
Hmm.
This tribal combat match. I ain't gonna lie. I'm so happy with who won.
This is
So
crazy.
I do want to point something out. Some shit I did notice. The ref is not in the zebra stripes. What do we think of the new shirt?
I like it. I genuinely like that part.
Okay.
I think I think it makes because
I'm
I mean
alright
it
with
does
it.
say
It
we're
throws
moving
me
into a
off not
new
seeing the zebra
era.
stripes.
It does, yeah. It threw me off at first, but like by the end of it, I'm like, kind of looks clean. Especially if they do have the new ring mat. It goes with the
Yeah.
new ring mat at least.
Hmm.
Now, if they had kept like the old ring mat, maybe it would stand out a little bit more because it would be just all black against that white.
Yeah,
But
that's
as
true.
of right now, I really like it.
And so I did notice Solo gets booed, and it's like there's no pop whatsoever. Like even for like the boos, there's no pop for it. Like every
Yeah, no pop at
match,
all.
it just like his bloodline is just not. I don't know. I think it has to do something with his bloodline. And so
Maybe.
during Roman's entrance, though, Cole and McAfee are talking about raising the ones, and Pat says, "And your dumbass is sitting down," and Michael goes, "No, I'm not.
No, I'm not.
No, I'm not." But
Red
before the
Hawks
match
back
even
right up.
starts, we get "fuck you" Solo chants.
Fuck
And
you,
as
Solo.
Roman goes to get introduced, Paul's like, nah, let me get this. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman. He goes, introducing from the island of relevancy, says some other shit, soon to be the undisputed tribal chief and the only tribal chief, Roman Reigns. Dude, this match was just fucking, it was all right. But hot take, I'm going to hot take this. Roman versus Jay Tribal Combat SummerSlam 2023 blew this shit out the water.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like that felt like a big time main event match. This is more of like here's what you can expect from a WWE like weapons match type shit. And it's also just it kind of was just a bloodline rules match when with everyone coming out there at the end to fight everyone else off.
Yeah, say Fatu and Tama came out, Jimmy and Sammy came out, and Kevin comes out, which leads to
That
Cody
one was
coming
crazy
out.
though.
That shit was
That
nuts.
one like I was
I was
already losing
expecting
my shit.
Drew.
I wasn't expecting anyone. I wasn't expecting literally anyone else. I was like, oh, well, there's Jacob, there's Tama. Like, oh, well, then there's that spot handled. And then Kevin shows up, and I'm like, where in the blue blazing fuck did you come from? What? That blew my mind seeing Kevin Owens get involved in this.
Which makes me think Kevin's working with The Rock and Solo. I'm telling you,
Oh my
there's a little thought in
gosh.
the back of my head. Then there, Cody Rhodes comes out, like I said, and then after the match, after Roman hits like 2 or 3 spears on Solo and pinning him for the win, The Rock comes out. Paul gives Rock the Ulafala, and the High Chief Sayuli The Rock bestows the Ulafala on to Roman Reigns, who is now our tribal chief. Again, rightfully, without it being stolen. We see Roman and Rock shake hands. And like I said, my opinion, Jay versus Roman was better.
Yeah. And how
But I
you
was
like?
waiting for The Rock to fucking do something.
Yeah, right.
I
I
was
was
waiting.
waiting for it.
I was like, what the fuck, dude? Why is nothing happening?
Like, I'm pretty sure he like held the ropes open or some shit for Roman at the end
He
of it.
did.
I was expecting him to fucking just rock bottom his ass right then and there. But
I
nope,
was so waiting on it.
nothing. Like that blew my mind. Seeing, I don't think my mind has ever been so like dumbfounded by nothing happening.
And hear me out. I think we are going to get Rock versus Roman. I don't think it's going to be the whole tribal acknowledgement ceremony. I think I'm going to sit more with your other idea where Rock had that number 30 cue ball
That
sit
sounds
in his
crazy,
back pocket.
dude.
That's when
I
he gave it
hope
to Cody.
so. I hope so. If that's actually how it is, that will be pretty freaking wild.
So we know if Roman comes out at 29, we know who 30 is.
Mm.
Because I think Cena is going to come out like towards the middle of the match.
I would have, bro. Fuck it. Have John Cena Iron Man the bitch. Have Cena go bell to
Jesus.
bell.
Jesus.
Honestly, why not?
I honestly,
Like, he'll be gassed as fuck in the majority of the match. He's probably gonna need to take a nap on the on the floor or on the outside. But fuck it,
honestly,
have Cena go from the beginning of the Rumble. Maybe not one, but have him go from top or first
like top.
five all the way to like final four, or final two, even.
Cena's winning Rumble. I'm calling it. I think the reason why Rock comes out at 30, though, to kind of change your idea, is to screw Roman over.
Mm.
Because remember what happened in 2015 when The Rock raised Roman's hand? Well, now
That's
it's time for
10 years
Roman.
later.
Yeah, 10 years later.
10 years, dude! I can't believe that was 10 freaking years ago.
I know, we're getting old.
That was wild.
Damn.
I remember going to bed so mad that night.
I remember going to bed I was actually happy. I don't know why.
I fucking hated Roman Reigns from the. I wanted
I think I
Dean.
was happy for The Rock, to be
I
honest.
wanted out of no, because what happened was when the Shield broke up. I wanted Dean to break off and to become the biggest singles guy out of the group. And then it looked
Mm-hmm.
like Seth Rollins was then Roman Reigns and all of that shit. And I wasn't a fan of Roman Reigns.
They
When
had 3 stars in one stable, and you couldn't just like keep him for a little bit longer.
Yeah. But I wasn't happy that they were pushing Roman Reigns as the top guy. I wanted it to be Dean. And then I was willing to settle for Seth because I realized Seth was such a good wrestler.
Seth
But
is
then they
amazing
were
at what he
just
does.
dead set on Roman.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's why I turned on it. Fuck that Rumble. But 10 years later would be a crazy way for him to turn on Roman.
And something else that was kind of crazy that I kind of found funny as well. Did you notice what jacket Punk was wearing?
If I'm right, it's something like from Ring of. It's like something from his past, Ring of Honor, or something like that, maybe.
What? How about more recent? More recent past.
Um,
Try wearing the same jacket from All In 2023, where
oh
he
my
choked
fucking
out Jack Perry, punched him, whatever the hell it was.
Is it actually the same?
That was the
Dude, I knew
same
that jacket
jacket.
looked so fucking familiar. I just couldn't remember if it was from Ring of Honor, his Ring of
It was,
Honor
it
days
was
or
his Ring
what.
of Honor jacket. Yes, 100%. That was the Ring of Honor jacket. But I'm saying more
Okay.
recent history. That's the one from All In, which
Oh
I
my
found interesting. It's kind of
god,
funny because I was scrolling on Twitter during that commercial break.
dude, that's
Speaking
freaking
of the fucking
amazing.
commercial breaks, bro, they missed so much. Like there was like 2 or 3 segments that we missed that were like so important.
Yeah,
Like
I will say I wasn't a fan of how commercials are done on Netflix right now. I'm not a fan of
like
that.
during commercial, we had the
They need to
New
get
Day
there.
with Kathy Kelly up in the suite, according to Wrestle Talk _TV on Twitter. And Kofi says that Drake won the beef with Twitter or with Kendrick. What do you think, Ryan? Talk to me.
I would have
I knew
lost
you were
that
really
shit.
into this beef at the time.
I was very much into this beef, and to hear who said that out of these two
Kofi.
clowns, to hear Kofi. First of all, this is the man that scribbled his mama out of a Christmas photo.
Yeah,
So
for real.
why are we listening to Kofi Kingston, Kofi Clownston of all things? All right, bro. Kendrick smoked Drake in that beef, and it's still. Bro's got a show going on in Drake's own city right now. Shut the fuck up. Shit's
Oh my god.
crazy. Shit's crazy.
You know this is crazy. Who Chad Gable's opponent is going to be on Monday night?
Oh my gosh.
Penta El Cero Miedo. We had a promo
Zero
video for him, and
Miedo.
it basically, obviously, just finally put that final nail in the coffin, confirming Penta is coming to WWE. And we saw a graphic that has the word Penta across the face of a luchador mask, so we know he
Mhm.
is coming. We
Yeah, I'm
learn.
so pumped for this.
I'm I'm kind of I don't know how I feel about the January 2026 Rumble, with it being in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Don't know how I feel about that,
Disappointment. Disappointment is how I feel.
but
That's how I feel about it. They better
I think
not
you'll be
add fucking 20 people to it.
I think you'll be really happy to know that the Megastar was ringside on Monday night with Rey Mysterio
Yeah.
and the War Raiders. Rey Mysterio is repping the late great Eddie Guerrero. And then we see a bunch of superstars in the suite. NXT Kalani Jordan with her boyfriend Mello. Mello does in fact miss.
No,
We
it
see
doesn't
A
miss.
Town Down Under, Byron Saxton, New Day, LWO, Party of the Summer, Caden Carter, Katana Chance, and Maxine Dupree, who I think was with the Alpha Academy as well. We see actor and comedian Gabriel Iglesias, actor Ashton Kutcher, comedian Michael Che, and music artist Wale, all ringside this night. There was a bunch of celebrities, bunch of stars, dude. We'll get to all of them.
Oh my gosh, it was crazy. This show was popping.
And when you know what else got this shit popping? But it was
What?
also really sad because it finally started. I didn't want to admit it. The
God damn
last
it,
time is
bro.
now. John Cena's promo.
I
He goes,
can't believe it.
he goes. Let's talk to him for a second. Come on now. Everybody's talking, but you don't. But you understand when you're out. But you like understand when you're out there. And he goes, "Damn, there's a lot of people here." He knows what they've heard or that they've heard. This is the first time Netflix or WWE has been simultaneously broadcasted around the world. We get thank you, Cena chance, and he goes, over the years, he's learned that the fans are very smart. The audience just got bigger, and all the electricity is felt around the world. So he does his corporate Cena thing. Thank you, Netflix, for allowing the world to see the experience of Monday Night Raw, and thank you, Monday Night Raw, for allowing Cena the honor to stand in a WWE ring in LA in his jorts for the last time. And he
In
goes,
his
honestly, this
jorts.
was the best place for to start um the last time is now tour. He actually used to rent an apartment not too far from the Intuit Dome, and he goes, "This is where Los Angeles, where the prototype was born. L.A. is where his first world championship was, and L.A. has allowed him to perform one last time. Again, we get our thank you, Cena chance, and he goes, "This year's about making moments." And there's a big old question. This big old question: who's going to face Cena at WrestleMania? Who's he going to face for his last match? Well, he's heard Drew McIntyre. We get Boost. We get CM Punk. The crowd went fucking nuts.
Yeah.
We get Logan Paul. Booze. Gunther. I felt mixed reactions. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I
And
felt
Cody
that.
Rhodes. Just a bunch of cheers. But the one that popped the most was CM Punk 100%.
Hmm.
And he gets asked he would be the record-breaking 17-time world champion. He goes, and we get you deserve it chance. And Cena goes, I don't see it happening though. And the reason he doesn't see it happening is because of the streak. Not talking Roman, not talking Undertaker. It's been 2,446 days since he won his last match. That's like 6.7 years.
Damn.
And he says his time is up, but it's their time now. And as far as number 17, again, it's not going to happen. But he goes, wait, like, wait, just wait. You're never supposed to say never in this business, and it would take a miracle. And, he says he has a better chance of winning an Oscar if you get the joke.
Hmm.
What is it? And the only way he can get 17 is either win the Money in the Bank, win Elimination Chamber, win the Royal Rumble, and we get just the fans going crazy. Um, and he goes, crazy idea. Maybe I could win the Royal Rumble. This is a long shot, but it's a lottery ticket. But if you don't play the lottery, there's no chance of winning. He goes, there's no next year. Sorry. So there's no next year. And he wants to say thank you for winning. Or yeah, and he says his way to say thank you is to win the Royal Rumble and win at WrestleMania. And it sounds impossible, but knowing Cena, nothing's impossible. And the only time we never say never is the only time we ever say never is never give up. Says, he's gonna win the Royal Rumble, and he goes, if you want some, come get some. John Cena, oh my goodness. I'm excited to see John Cena go on his last time is now tour. Unfortunately, it has to be this year, but like, dude, I'm just so excited to see what, this can go for. Like, honestly, I'm so excited to see Cena potentially win the Money in the Bank, Elimination Chamber, or even win the Royal Rumble. And honestly, he's now my pick to win the Rumble. I think I had, who did I have? Shoot. I think I had like Roman or something. I don't remember who I had. But I think that's where we go with Cena. If not, he wins Chamber, goes on to face Gunther. Wouldn't be upset.
I would not be upset.
Ultimately, last option is Money in the Bank, but I mean, that's what it is with it. I don't know. If he wins Money in the Bank, that'd be crazy. He's got to outdo his.
Hey, he's done it before. I think he became like the first ever person to like fail at cashing it in.
That's what I'm saying. He's got to do better than the first one. Can't fail the cash in this time, Cena. You got to hit that bitch.
Mm-hmm. I see Elimination Chamber being the most likely option.
Yeah, because we got this whole thing now with what happened on SmackDown.
Well, I don't really know who my Rumble pick is right now. It might turn into Cena, but I have no.
My top two are Cena and Roman after what we learned on SmackDown. But after this, we get the Logan Paul promo video. He gets it. He would hate him too. He doesn't respect the process. He's never waited his turn. But what must keep you up at night is he's dedicating his life to this. No more side hustle. No more bullshit. 100% WWE superstar. This is the beginning of the era of Logan Paul. He's ringside next to whose mom? The Rock's mom. Do we see a match between these two at some point? I'm just saying. Do we see a match? I don't know. Kind of just out there. But Seth Green is ringside. Obviously, actor. We get actor Macaulay Culkin, the Home Alone kid, gets probably one of the biggest pops out of the night. I
swear to God,
we got O'Shea Jackson Jr., who's an actor and music artist. And then we see Topanga, Danielle Fishel, from Boy Meets World. And we see the women's tag team champions, Naomi and Bianca, ringside. X-Pac is ringside. He's the Hall of Famer. And Shinsuke Nakamura was ringside, our United States champion.
Damn straight. And fuck that dude, though.
Yeah, fuck him. After this, though, we get our women's world championship match. Liv Morgan with Dominic Mysterio and Raquel versus Rhea Ripley. And I thought this was Dom and Raquel were not supposed to be ringside. I was wrong.
I thought this was supposed to be the last woman standing match.
Michael Cole's got a new nickname for Dom, though. Dumbass Dom. I like that. I put this match on for Kaylee. And because I knew, or when it was ever happened, we were on FaceTime, so I set it up for her. She watched it, and she was cheering on Rhea the entire time. And honestly, it was a good match. It was kind of interesting, though, as well. I was waiting for Damien to come out, honestly. Like, genuinely, I was waiting for Damien to come out. It did not happen. But after the match, after Rhea hits the Riptide on to Liv, Dom gets into the ring. His dumbass. Dom's dumbass.
Dumbass.
He wants the hug from Rhea. He's like, all right, come on, I'm sorry. I fucked up. I know, like, just please take me back. And Rhea sits down title, or Rhea, kind of sits down the title. She goes, and this entire time, dude, Kaylee is going, kick him in the balls, kick him in the balls, kick him in the balls, kick him in the balls. Rhea kicks Dom in the nuts, gives him a riptide, and on the ramp, as Rhea's up there, Undertaker's bell's hit. I was alright with this, kinda. But as she's making attention, Rhea says on the camera, let me shine this up real quick. And she shines it up. And Taker rides right past her around the ring, gives Rhea a fist bump, and they raise the hands together like Undertaker has done leaving WrestleManias. But I did notice something.
Hmm.
I don't know if you noticed it. Earlier in the day, Undertaker was accidentally seen on screen outside the Intuit Dome with his
Oh,
motorcycle
really?
inside the arena. Yeah.
That's funny.
And this was
But
promoted like a PLE after we get done with this whole thing with
it
Taker. What was your
was.
thoughts on this segment?
Um, I saw something posted online about this. First of all, under I was having a really great time. I was really happy because Rhea won. Rhea riptide at Dom, so I was like, yes, all good vibes. And then the Undertaker's gong hit. My favorite wrestler of all time. In case I haven't made it clear enough on every episode, I'm pretty sure of this pod. But um, so I start losing my shit, obviously, and
Yeah.
like this version of Undertaker, Retirement Taker, where he's more of the American badass than the dead man that I really got into wrestling watching, like still like gets me excited as shit, bro. I fucking love Undertaker in every way. Him giving the rub to Rhea like this. I then saw something posted. I was just losing my shit, but then I saw something posted online where someone goes, "This is just a hint for Rhea and Liv to run it back one more time in a casket match."
Dude, honestly, I'd be okay with
What are
that.
your thoughts on that,
I'd
bro?
be fucking okay with that. That'd be so fucking hilarious.
That would be
Oh my god.
wild.
That'd be so fucking funny.
Rhea, were like then
Buried
you'd kind of
alive
have
match. Fuck it.
Rhea and Damien kind of being the spiritual successors of like Undertaker in some
Yeah.
kind of way.
Well, Damon's got that
That'd be
nickname of
pretty dope.
bisexual Undertaker.
God damn it, bro! Shut the fuck. Yeah, that's fucking wild. Pretty sure
And
Drew
so
gave him that.
so after this though, this was again was promoted like the March 10th Raw episode will be at Madison Square Garden. Promoted like a PLE. I don't know. I might just be tripping, but I think something big's gonna happen that night.
I'm hoping so.
So we get backstage and we see Adam Pearce talking to Bailey, and we see Kathy Kelly waiting to talk, and she asks, "What else can we
Hey,
expect from
Bailey.
Raw on Netflix?" And American Made come in, and Chad Gable says that American Made will be on Raw, and says he single-handedly ended Alpha Academy, and says, Chad, I want the single best luchador you got. And Adam goes, luchador. Are you sure that's what you want? And Gable says that's exactly what he wants. All right. I already said my pick earlier. I think it's going to be Penta.
Oh, 1,000% it's Penta.
And
It's
what's going to be fucked
1,000%
is I
Penta.
think LWO is going to come out to help him to deal with them.
You better not.
But if they
Uh,
do, it's in a way,
I
it's
want
just
him.
like, hey, like Ray's like, hey, welcome to WWE. We're going to stay like separate. Like he kind of did with Andrade.
Um, I hope Penta does one of two things on his debut. I hope he either comes in and absolutely destroys the Alpha, or not the Alpha Academy. I'm sorry, we love Alpha Academy here. Let's go, Otis Tozawa. Um,
Tozawa!
but I hope he absolutely mauls American Made, including Ivy Nile. I don't care. We don't discriminate here. Arm snap for her too. Give her a package pile driver through a table.
Thank God.
Because Penta's a psycho. We saw Chelsea Green take some nut shit in a match with her that you sent me highlights of.
Yeah, that shit was nuts.
So I
That was
want him to either
stupid.
single handedly thwart American Made by himself, no help, so that it comes across that, and also have a phenomenal match with Chad Gable, which I think is just impossible to
Okay.
not have. I'm so excited for that match, by the way, dude. Like, you have no idea. Like, I didn't know I needed that match in my life. But where was I going with this? I hope he single handedly destroys American Made, or if Ray and LWO do come out, I hope he immediately turns on Ray.
That'd be interesting.
Just immediate turn on Ray, immediately turn him heel, and destroy LWO.
Mm.
Then you can run him versus Dragon Lee, him versus Ray.
Oh, that'd be nuts.
Hmm.
I would like that. Make it a WrestleMania match.
Him versus Ray is a WrestleMania match. God
It could be
damn.
a pre. I'd be okay with. I'd be okay with making a pre-show. Honestly,
Oh, fuck
but
that.
like,
Fuck that.
or make it one of the show openers. Make it night one's opener.
Meh.
Honestly, depending how you run the
See,
feud.
I see it taking a similar spot to like where LA Knight and AJ Styles took on last year's WrestleMania. That's not a match where I would have really put it on the WrestleMania main card. If anything, I feel like Penta versus Ray is more of a WrestleMania match than like the past ones that have been on these past
Yeah,
couple of year
that's
Mania
true.
matches, if anything.
That's true. I'll give you that.
But just from an in-ring perspective, like that will be an absolutely match of the year candidate
Mhm.
if it happens, of course.
And if this guy that I'm about to start talking about does his match with his brother at WrestleMania 41 and runs it back again, I want main event Jey Uso to have a match of the year with Jimmy. I think that'd be so fucking good. I think that they played too much into them being twins and them having similar movesets. Like, no, like separate the movesets completely, dude.
Yeah,
Oh
like
my
they need
god.
to use this road to WrestleMania to build Jimmy as his own individual Uso,
Yeah, honestly.
separate from Jay. Type shit.
Holy shit. I just got a bunch of notifications for class. I'm gonna fucking die tomorrow.
Oh shit.
All right.
We love
And
school.
so main event Jey Uso, Andrew McIntyre are both backstage walking for their matches. And like we talked about, as he was leaving, as The Rock was leaving, he was live, hugs Jimmy, Paul, Roman, and Triple H. Travis Scott pulls up, says he wants to come and Rock says he wants to come in peace to Cody. And that's when we learn Rock will be at New Year's Evil.
2 years evil. Where we got two new NXT champions, Obafemi, and Julia, right?
Yes.
Damn straight.
I think those are our new champions.
Which means I think we can expect some NXT call-ups in the Rumble. Honestly, Trick Williams.
Trick, Roxanne, Cora.
I'd say Ethan Page. I think
Ethan
he's
Page
ready.
definitely is. I think his call out was teased.
Because he had something with The Rock going on this NXT episode. They had like an interaction or something like that. I remember.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
And
I've seen some
so
posts. I didn't actually watch it.
we get some more celebs outside. American podcaster Bill Simmons ringside, Netflix execs ringside, actress Vanessa Hudgens ringside wearing a shirt that says "Hot Girls Watch Pro" or "Hot Girls Love Pro Wrestling."
Damn
We get
right.
Michelle McCool ringside, the Undertaker's wife, Lyra Valkyria sitting right next to her, and Damage Control are also ringside. And honestly, we see the crowning being in Sacramento, and this was such a horrible fucking time to do the crowning of the IC Women's Champion. I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
tonight would have been perfect for it.
Raw Netflix would have been so fucking perfect.
Like genuinely, it could have been. You're telling me you had time to send out fucking 70, 80-year-old fucking Hulk Hogan or whatever out there to get booed out of the building. You had time for all this other shit, but you didn't have time for your women's intercontinental champion
That's what I'm saying.
shit. Like crowning. Like come on now. You're already pushing it like to a second like priority spot. Like
Yeah.
we should be making a huge deal out of this, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. I feel like we should make more of a huge deal out of the Wyatt Six and the Final Testament too.
I
During
agree.
commercial, unfortunately, we got
Yeah,
glitches on
I
the
was
screen of the
pissed.
Wyatt
I was
Six logo
pissed we missed
over the Final
this.
Testament and a sweep.
I was pissed
Fuck
about
this
missing
shit.
this shit, bro. It was so
But you know
dumb.
what made everything better right after this? We get hold on. We get just come outside for the night. Take your time. Get your light. Johnny Dang. Yeah. Fiend. We get Travis Scott. Dude walks out with a joint in hand.
Oh my god, bro. Walking out with a joint lit in hand, taking puffs out of it in the middle of this fucking crowd on Netflix is along with his entrance with Jay. Oh, so
Uso!
might have to go on one of my moments of this year already. already. Like, this was crazy.
This is Travis Scott, dude. Oh, sorry, long day,
Hmm.
long day. But this was nuts. He came out with main event Jay, like you said, main event Jay. Ooh, so for the match against Drew McIntyre, I was happy with the win of this as well, being Jay Uso. But during Drew's entrance, Jay hits Drew with a suicide dive. Not really much that I noticed. I could really wanted to point out. Like I texted you, I was like, I'm watching all these matches. I'm not putting notes for these. Like I want to
Damn
genuinely
straight.
watch the show.
Damn straight.
And so, like I said, I was happy with that. I think it kind of gives Drew and Jay a feud, maybe for a little bit. Maybe
I don't know.
Drew
I kind
and
of want Drew to move
Sammy. I
on.
don't know.
Like I said, I want Drew to move on to SmackDown and to become top dude over there and to start something fresh, honestly. Something maybe with Solo in the
Solo.
bloodline, which could eventually lead to Jacob Fatu versus Drew McIntyre.
That's true.
Oh my god.
That's true.
Mhm.
But yeah, keep man. Fiend, fiend. All right.
Ding, ding,
And then
ding.
after this, we get Gunther's promo video. You know, he said he has heard everyone say they're in a new era. Well, it's a new era for everyone else, not for Gunther. He is there to crush their hopes and ambitions, and all of them will go to die. And because he holds the prize they all want, he is the world heavyweight champion. He is the ring general, Gunther. That's how we close it out. And
I
honestly,
was.
I was
Go
kind of
ahead, say
sad
what you were
he
going to
wasn't
say.
really on the show at
There you
all.
go. Oh, yeah, I was pretty upset about that.
I was like,
Like,
that tells
let's
me he's going to SmackDown. Cody's going to Raw. To be honest, because you kind of just make Gunther
see. You might be right with that.
set or so I don't know. But can we talk about
But
but just to go back, I forgot to point this out.
to.
Can we talk about the championship that Travis Scott had? Did you see that?
I didn't see a championship show
Dude,
Travis Scott had,
let me
but
see if I can't find this.
nah.
It
The point I'm trying to make is we had.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I'm not trying to cut you off.
Go ahead. No, just go ahead. I'm trying to find the picture
All
for
right.
you.
The point I'm trying to make is like we had like 4 or 5 segments, long segments, all had of just scrolling through the crowd at people waving at the camera, and like it got a bit excessive at some point to the point where it's like we had so much time to show all the celebrities in the crowd, but we didn't have time to put Gunther genuinely like in person on in the ring on camera. Like that was one nitpicky thing that I have for it. Like several, like because Breaker wasn't on this show either,
I did notice that as well.
like at all. I don't think he was on here in any capacity.
Shinsuke and LA Knight were though.
Like where? No, you did. He is there. I just scrolled down like 5 fucking. There it is. But
It was
yeah,
something similar to that.
not happy about it.
Look at that bill when you get the chance.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's something similar to that.
Yeah, that's savage.
But after this, we get Kathy Kelly with Fluffy, Gabriel Iglesias, and she goes, "What is Fluffy looking forward to?" The New Day come in, immediately cut him off, and he goes. Xavier starts talking. He says they haven't had the chance to say anything about what happened. Kofi says that the New Day should be able to talk. And then Kofi starts insulting Fluffy. Alpha Academy come in, and Fluffy leaves chanting, "New Day sucks." Oh my God, me too, Fluffy.
I watched Fluffy's newest special today, bro. Was hilarious.
Man, I have to watch it. And so,
That's all I got for him.
like,
I'm excited about this. What you about to talk
no,
about
I am too.
though.
I want to find the. Hold on. I want to find this because I saw a concept. It was so good for what I saw. Like it was very. It was like a. I think it was like a picture that was perfectly able to be taken during Raw this past week. Like it was. Where the hell did it go? I don't know, man. But it was Roman with the Ulafala around his neck, and Paul is just praying to him like on a ringside. It was such a cool fucking concept. But Paul Heyman with Roman Reigns, the island of relevancy is now Roman's, the head of the table, and Paul says, "Hey, I need a date for you, Roman." Roman says January 27th. Like you said, that's going to be his inauguration, I'm pretty sure. And Paul closes the door that has a WWE 2K25 logo on it, which is kind of brings me to that concept. It was so good.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can.
Leads, I think, both of us to believe, like we both texted about this, that this is probably a teaser for him being the cover star for 2K25.
And then like after that, I had seen the concept. It was so good.
Right.
And now I'm mad I can't find it. Oh, dude, it was such a cool ass concept. I don't know if I sent it to you or not. Let me see. Oh my gosh. But I'm kind of excited to see what goes on with Roman and him being the new tribal chief now. What do we think of this?
The only tribal chief,
The only tribal chief.
Roman
Right.
Reigns. I'm so excited, man. This opens the door to, like, so much. Like, he's obviously going to want his title back at some point. He's going to want, like, everything he's had before back. Like, he's going to want the top of the mountain. Sorry, I'm trying to find that cover, see if you sent it to me or not.
Found
It
it.
doesn't look like you did.
It was like this. I just sent it to you. It was like this, but Roman had the Ula follow around his neck instead. I'm pretty sure.
Damn, that's crazy. That's pretty cool.
So,
But yeah, the idea is now Roman's the top of the ladder again, like officially. So now, fucking, what do we do with him at Mania? If The Rock doesn't compete at Mania, which that door's
dude, I
a
keep
tiny
seeing
bit
things that
still
Rock is.
open.
Yeah, the door. I think door is still open. Never say never because we never said Hey, you said never with CM Punk. I said never say never. Punk came back, dude. I think we see Rock at WrestleMania 41. Rock versus Roman. Honestly,
I'm not against that at all, but
some sort of
for
tribal
sure,
combat.
I'm hoping if anything, like something with him happens at the January 27th date that they just mentioned. Like Roman comes out, announces that he'll be the cover star for 2K25, and we get the final boss's music hit, and he comes out to really start building towards them at WrestleMania, hopefully,
Mm-hmm.
where he'll be like, okay, I acknowledged you on the night that you won because it was like family honor tradition. Like I wasn't going to get involved that night because it was about Netflix, and that was like the night that you won. All the, there's a way to spin it to where I
Yeah.
didn't want to attack you that night because of reason XXXXX, and then he can start really being like, so let's talk about that loss of Mania. Like let's talk about that loss to Solo in what was it, Saudi Arabia or something like
Yeah.
that, where like Solo pinned him, I
Yeah, it
think.
was Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
So
Like I'm pretty excited. I hope that they still do it, man.
I was really excited for that idea when he brought it across to me. Like I think I denied it at first, but then I started thinking about it more and more. I was like, yeah, I'm fucking with this. And so
Mm-hmm.
something else I did, like we saw Seth
Yes, man.
freaking Rollins backstage getting ready for his match, which I was really excited about his match. That match was good. We see some more celebrities
Mm-hmm.
ringside. I was just too tired to type these names out. I apologize. We see Braun Breaker
Yeah, there's a lot.
ringside. Tiffany Stratton, our new women's WWE champion, because it's Tiffy time all the fucking time
It's
now.
Tiffy time.
And we see Hall of Famer Nikki Bella ringside. Thoughts, Tiffany Stratton, Nikki Bella, feud if Nikki and Brie come back because I seen something that they're both missed the ring and that they both want to come back. That
Oh,
would
I
beef
would,
up the
bro.
women's
The in
division
ring
too.
return that I want more than anything is just AJ
I
Lee.
need that. Let's light
I
it
don't give a
up.
fuck if
Light it up
anyone
like
else
the
returns.
light
I
tonight.
want AJ Lee so
No,
bad.
I want AJ Lee as well. Something we all didn't want though. Hulk Hogan came out, but he was
God
with
damn
Jimmy
it.
Hart. That was
No
the
one
highlight
asked
of
for
Hogan coming
this.
out was Jimmy Hart. He goes, well, let me tell you something, brother. I've been
Oh
in the
shit, that
business
was
for
the
over
Hulk.
40 years. The greatest time of his life was in WWE. The fans have been the Hulkster's tag team partners. But I have a new tag team partner. Starts promoting his fucking beer. Real American beer, by the way. Not sponsored, by the fucking way. So it's promoting
I'm
the
pretty sure.
Netflix
Yeah, it was on the
partnership.
ring mat. It was like one of the sponsors on the ring mat too.
Starts promoting the Netflix partnership, and he's absolutely getting fucking booed out.
Yeah, that was the highlight. That was the highlight of Hogan coming out, was just the constant boo. Boo! Uh, I love. I wasn't happy about Hogan being out there. I'm just not a fan of Hogan, of course, because of everything that he's done, and just I'm tired of seeing him in general.
McMahon
I get it. He was
ringside.
there to promote
Oh
his
shit.
beer.
Yeah, you just cut out. I did not
Oh,
realize
sorry.
that.
Oh, sorry. I didn't even realize. You probably
Yeah.
didn't hear a word that I said.
No, what did you say?
Um. Let's see. What was I trying to say? I was just trying to say like I wasn't happy about Hogan being out, but like the highlight of him coming out was just the constant boos that we heard from the crowd.
Honestly. There was a little upside after that though. Because we saw
Oh my god, I
the
lost my
billion
shit for
dollar
this.
princess, Paul
Let's go,
Triple H Levesque's wife,
Stephanie.
Stephanie McMahon ringside. She's barely around. We got to be there in the same building as her when we were at SummerSlam, so that was pretty cool.
We love you, Stephanie.
Um,
Let's go.
but we also loved this match between Seth freaking Rollins versus CM Punk. The fan in me was happy with the outcome. I was very confused why Rollins didn't win though in the logic sense.
Did you see Rollins bleeding at the end of the match?
Yeah.
Dude, Punk caught him with that knee. And you see, I can't remember where he posted it, but Seth had a black eye as well after the match.
What?
Yeah.
So there was some
uh,
shots actually thrown.
I believe, yeah, like if you look at the opening exchange between Punk and Rollins, like where they're just throwing shots at each other, Rollins connects with Punk on a few of them. Punk for sure connects with Rollins on a few shots. Like this was, I broke it down like this when I was talking with my dad about the show. You had the tribal combat match, which was your big flashy like weapon show of
Hmm.
like this is what happens when the rules are taken away, like big chaotic shit. Anyone can come out and start a big brawl. Then you had the title change that happened with Rhea and Liv and being like anything can happen on Raw. A title change can happen anytime. And then you have the big star Jey Uso just beating Drew McIntyre. Of course, that's pretty self-explanatory. Coming out with man smoking a blunt. How do you boo that?
Oh god.
um, and then you had a fucking fight in the main event, which was awesome.
This man, the one in our row was nuts. I liked the
This match
Rollins
was
and Punk
this,
match so much. It was
yeah,
great.
they went all out for it. I was a huge fan of it. I'm pretty sure he ended Seth a pretty similar way to how he ended Mox in a feud that they had in AEW. So kind of call back to being able to beat the Shield guys in the same way there.
Hell
Maybe
yeah.
he does the same thing to Roman. Who knows?
Maybe. That that phone call is there.
He still
Remember
has a
that.
favor.
Will that favor. But that's all I
Mm-hmm.
got for Raw, dude. Honestly, I was very happy with the outcomes as a fan, but the last match kind of had me confused because I wanted Rollins to win because I thought this was all going to be over I thought this would all be over at WrestleMania, where Rollins is still standing on top, but Rollins
It
is
still
supposed to
could
win
end
it.
that way.
I think Royal Rumble Elimination Chamber.
Mm-hmm. It could
So
end still with Punk getting a championship match after this because you gotta imagine he's beaten Drew and he's beaten Seth. Now he's got to be in line for a title shot at some point,
that's true.
like
That
here
is true.
soon. So
So that
hopefully
is all
he'll
I
have
have
a
for
title
Raw.
going into Mania, and
Hell
Seth
yeah.
can have a program with him, and it all ends at Mania like you've been talking about. But all in all, I agree with you. I'm happy with the
I
main
think
event as a fan.
I think a lot of this stuff ends at WrestleMania.
Yeah, but I was happy with the result of the main event, of course, because I am a CM Punk guy. But I kind of thought Rollins
Yeah,
was going to win, like you did. All in all, though, a historic Raw, and I'm
very
excited to see
historic.
the future that they have on Netflix.
Me too.
But I'm ready to
Very
dive
excited.
into
Let's
the
get it.
second ever 3 hour SmackDown, and oh boy, is it taking some getting used to. I'm feeling that third hour sometimes. But we open this show with Joe Tessitore and Wade Barrett welcoming everyone to the show as we see Tiffy Time walking in as well as Shinsuke Nakamura, our United States champion and our WWE Women's Champion, respectively. Then we see the wise man Paul Heyman marching backstage with a damn purpose going to the ring. we now get a recap video of Raw's debut on Netflix that happened earlier in the week. Then we cut to the ring again and we hear, "Ladies and gentlemen, tonight Paul Heyman, of course, he cannot wait to get out here to address the island of relevancy because it is a night for celebration. It is his honor to announce their only one reigning, defending, undisputed tribal chief, and that is Roman Reigns." Roman gave him permission to share what he will accomplish next on his list now that he has conquered Solo and got back to Ulafala. More than the fans, there is one person he wants to listen to this news face to face. The undisputed WWE heavyweight champion, Cody Rhodes. We get Cody's entrance and he comes to the ring to face Paul in the ring. And he says Cody deserves the response he gets from the audience, of course, because it's Cody freaking Rhodes. We all love him. He has done what very few have done, and that is earn Roman's respect. He praises Cody about how great of a champion he has been, and Roman wants Cody to know that now that he has reclaimed his Ulafala, Roman Reigns wants his title back. So, now that there are no surprises, Roman Reigns wants Cody to know that he has officially entered the Royal Rumble match with full intentions of winning and challenging Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. And with that in mind, Cody Rhodes, what do you want to talk about? Cody takes a second to get the mic, and he lifts it to his lips, and we hear a very angry Canadian say over the speakers, "You know what I want to talk about?" And it's Kevin Owens, of course, actually, he didn't have the winged eagle. He was just in the crowd with a microphone, of course. And he wants to talk about how just when it seemed like it couldn't get worse, it could. Of course it did. After teaming up with Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, he went and shook hands with the freaking Rock of all people. And he went and shook hands with the Rock of all people. And I agree with KO, bro. I agree with KO so much on this. Don't even come at me. Shut up. No. How are you going to have someone how are you going to get whipped outside of your tour bus by this man, bloodied up? This man screamed at your mama and threatened your mama and said that this white belt is for you, Mama Rhodes. This white belt, and it's your son's blood. Your son's blood is on this belt, Mama Rhodes. And then, now you're gonna shake hands with him? Come on,
Forgiveness
Cody.
is a thing.
Alex, would you have forgiven someone if they had done that to you?
Yeah, but probably not as quick.
I would not.
Bro, I'm so sorry. I don't like having hate in my heart. I think it's bad to have hate in your heart. I'm sorry.
You ain't having hate in your heart, bro. Rock had hate first. Rock came in, tried to steal Cody's WrestleMania main event, whipped him in the outside of his bus. By the way, Cody earned that main event. Then The Rock whipped him outside of his bus when Cody wouldn't give him the main event. Then he went and pinned him at WrestleMania before taunting his mama with a weight belt. Why is Cody shaking hands with The Rock of all people? I agree with KO on that point more than anything. But I digress.
I also think you're a KO dick rider.
I am definitely not a KO dick rider. He is just right. What do you mean? He's just correct on this point. Oh my gosh. But then, bro, he even shook hands with Paul Heyman, he points out, bro. What the fuck? Alright, I need to get back to this shit, man. You got me all fucking flustered now. God damn, got me all worked up. Fuck. Alright. He shakes hands with Paul Heyman. Now Roman wants his title back, and it's all Cody's freaking fault. Forget their friendship. Because if Cody lets Roman win that championship back again, then he is hurting the entire company, and Cody doesn't let any of this slide any longer. He throws down the mic and he storms after KO in the crowd, and they start fighting in the crowd up the steps. I thought they were going to start fighting out to like the concession area and shit, which I would have liked to see. That would have been cool. But as Paul is watching all of this from the ring, who appears behind him but Tama Tonga and that batshit crazy motherfucker, Jacob Fatu. Paul turns around and, to be honest, he
On his
probably
Fatu
shits
shit.
himself on that Fatu shit for real. For real, tweaking on that. You saw him, he was like shaking his head back and forth and everything. You know how he does it.
God.
Paul turns around and probably shits himself. I know I would.
Pisses his
But
pants, dude.
straight up. Never fear, though, because Big Jim comes to the rescue, taking both of them down before grabbing a chair. But Fatu is built motherfucking different, and he just lays him out like nothing. They set Jimmy up with a chair around his neck in the corner. Security fails to stop them all, but Cody arrives to fight them off, and he does. Fights them all off, and we go to commercial, actually, where we see even more of this taking place, where Fatu, on more of that Fatu shit, and Tama yelling at security backstage. Fatu shoves them all and screams that they won't be able to take him out of the building, but the megastar, LA Knight, yeah, he shows up, and like the perpetual motion machine he throws Jacob out of the door, slams it shut, and he didn't want to use his inside voice, so I put his ass outside. Now he's got a title to win, yeah. What are your thoughts on this whole progress? We hear Roman Reigns going into the Royal Rumble now. Nope. Alex? All right.
Oh, my bad. Sorry. I think Roman is going to go to the Rumble because I think it's a good idea. And I think he's going to win it. I don't think he's going to win the Rumble. I think he's going to have to fight The Rock. WrestleMania 41, WrestleMania 42 is when he gets his title back. But he's not facing Cody Rhodes. No.
Not
He
facing
ain't
Cody
facing Cody
Rhodes. I'm
Rhodes.
not gonna lie. I think Roman and Cody have another match in 2025. I think we get a
It
round
is
3 this year.
2025. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, SummerSlam.
Up to SummerSlam, perhaps.
Yeah.
SummerSlam.
SummerSlam. That shit was lit, dude. My God.
It was, for real. But, of course, LA Knight stealing the show, throwing Fatu literally out of the building. That'll come back to bite his ass later. We then move out to the ring where we see Michin standing there getting ready for a Women's United States Championship match against Miss Liberty herself, Chelsea Green.
Dude, you have such bad. No, I'm kidding.
What?
You have such bad taste in wrestlers right now. Like you're a big fan.
Bro,
You're fanboying over fucking Kevin Owens. You're
I
fanboying over
am not
Chelsea
fanboying over Kevin
Green.
Owens. I am not
Over
fanboying over. I am fanboying
Chelsea.
over. Okay, let me set the
Chelsea out of
record
all
straight.
people.
I am fanboying over Chelsea Green hard. I am not fanboying over Kevin Owens at all. I just think that he's correct with the points that he's making.
Yeah.
He's how is he wrong? How is he wrong? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, Tama.
he can say he's right. But look, he fucked himself over in Bastion Berlin. Now
He did.
he's just this all stems from
Both
Bastion
things can be
Berlin.
true.
I'm sorry.
Both he can
My
be
thoughts
right
stay
and
with
he
from
can
Bastion
also
Berlin.
be at fault. Both things
But
can be true.
things are true.
What else is true is that Chelsea Green is in the perfect outfit, of course, and her sparkly Secret Service agent Piper comes out right next to her. And this is just a perfect combination. I swear to God, I never want them to break up, even though they're teasing it hard. Sometimes.
They're hard
They didn't really
teasing.
this show. But
That's true.
match starts off. Michin immediately tried for Eat, Defeat, and failed. Chelsea retains control through a commercial break with a little help from Piper. This is the second time, though, I've seen on TV. I can't not say anything about it, bro. I fucking hate it. Why the fuck is Michin twerking and smiling like a goofy ass motherfucking clown in the middle of a championship match? I don't care if it's to set up a long back attack or whatever, or some shit. Get it the fuck out of here. It's cringe as shit and not what I need in my wrestling. This is part of the reason, bro. This is part of the fucking reason I hate this motherfucking Michin's goofy ass. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, I hate this. It's so stupid. I am a match guy through and through. Whatever you say, you fanboying over Chelsea Green, it's stupid, like whatever. At least it's funny. At least Chelsea Green's a good character and she's funny. Why? Why is this a thing? In a championship match of all things, do you think this is gonna help you win? Oh, I hate it. I hate it. I'm sorry. It's a stupid thing to be mad about. But yeah, I do. It's a nitpick that I can't get over. I'm sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen.
That match continues. Green misses a missile dropkick. Piper gets involved. Only the cannonball. Green rolls through, though, Michin's crossbody to thankfully retain her championship, and God bless America for that. Hell yeah, I feel an American eagle soaring and screeching in my veins. Michin then makes an attempt on the first lady after the match. Can you believe it, bro? Wasn't even on a golf course or during a speech or anything. Right in the middle of the ring. But thankfully, her sparkly Secret Service agent Piper was there to save her like the American hero she is. I'm so happy that we have Piper here to protect Chelsea Green. I'm gonna ride it all the way. I'm gonna ride it. It's a train I'm on, bro. You're not getting me off.
I'm just gonna keep my opinion on that quiet because it don't matter. It just don't fucking matter.
You don't like Chelsea Green. We get it. You're a hater.
I don't. I never said that.
You're
I don't
communist.
think she was a
it's
good.
okay.
Okay. Oh, she's Canadian. She's Canadian. Call me a fucking communist. She comes from. Oh my god. She's Canadian. She comes from. I'm pretty sure socialism.
Oh fuck! My rib hurts now. Oh fuck, dude, that's funny. We love Chelsea Green here. We stand her.
Their constitutional monarchy.
Supports our American. AR Wrestling supports our American hero Chelsea Green.
We do. No, not Chelsea Green.
Yeah, we do.
Support our.
We do.
No. Ryan supports
just said it.
We support our American heroes.
He just said we do. We do.
Because I thought you were gonna stop at American heroes.
We do support our American heroes, of course.
But no, Chelsea's not an American hero.
Oh fuck! Dude.
She had to marry Zack Ryder to get her citizenship. Like, come on now.
Mm-hmm.
Remember how big of a buzz Zack Ryder is? Yeah, me too.
We love that.
Unfortunately.
Well, yeah, but we love Matt Cardona.
We do love Matt Cardona.
That's crazy. Now we move on to a recap of tag team drama over the past few weeks, and we see Nick Aldis make official a pair of tag matches, which is Los Garza taking on Pretty Deadly, and we see Motor City Machine Guns versus A-Town Down Under made official.
Yes, boy!
Yes, boy! Speaking of which, it's the next match. It's Los Garza versus Pretty Deadly.
I was actually kind of upset about this.
Yeah, me too.
Honestly.
Kind of sad, but brawl starts immediately between all four. Kit Wilson is kept away from Elton by a series of double team moves, but after a bit of trash talk, Elton flips Berto over the top rope. Angel runs wild after a tag, and as he sets up for a kick, Kit screams for DIY, which I found interesting. So they they expected DIY to come help him because they helped them. Didn't happen, as we saw.
Did not happen.
Elton attacks Angel when Kit distracts the referee. Electra Lopez then plays like Uno reverse card, bitch, immediately distracts the referee from his distraction, so Santos can knock Elton off the top rope, and Los Garza can hit their finisher, or what should be their finisher, for the win.
That was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool, but I was pretty upset about Pretty Deadly losing. I want them to climb the damn ranks. God damn it.
Me too.
And hopefully beat DIY at some point. Fuck DIY. Bunch of pricks.
Okay, buddy.
Bunch
I like
of
these
pricks.
DIY heels, Aaron.
Okay, you fucking dick riding DIY over
I ain't
here.
dick riding
DIY.
I'm not fanboying them. I just like them being heel.
Yeah, I do like them being heel. They play really good heel, especially Gargano. He fits it really well. He's like all weaselly.
Gargano's stupid good at it. I think it stems from when I think he was a heel in NXT. When he was
I think so.
I think it was The Way. I think is what their fucking stable was called. I don't fucking know. It was some lame.
I remember that's the name of their stable. I can't remember exactly face heel or any of that shit. I didn't watch, to be honest.
True. I'll give you that.
Yep. But then we move on to our second United States Championship match. And it is our current United States champion for the men's, Shinsuke Nakamura, defending, against LA Knight. Yeah. Shin, as it all opens up, escapes the stomps to the corner to take control. Knight dribbles Shin's head off of the desk. Knight eventually switches momentum in the match to a power slam and an elbow, and Nakamura manages to rip off the turnbuckle pad during a roll up. Knight applies basically the walls of Jericho. Sorry, not Merico, but Jericho look-alike because it's kind of like backwards, like he's facing. Basically, just imagine walls of Jericho, but bro standing backwards, kind of. But after a flurry of finishers, Knight counters and eats a back elbow and a Kinshasa, ending with a rope break. And I swear to God, bro, that's when I thought right here, I saw Knight laying next to the ropes. Sorry, I kind of messed it up, but I don't really care.
No, you're good.
Knight baits Nakamura into doing a Kinshasa into the exposed steel, but can't get the cover because the bloodline attack him, causing a DQ. I was pissed about that, honestly, because I swear to God, I thought LA Knight was winning this match.
Me too.
Everything in me had it oh, fuck, yes, let's go. And then you had Fatu doing that Fatu shit. It's alright, though. Cody and Big Jim show up to even the odds. Cody gets a mic and tells Nick not to send the bloodline home because they want to do this right here and now tonight. Nick agrees and makes Cody and Jimmy versus Tama and Jacob official for the main event. And hell yeah, good match. Love it. Then we get a recap of... I'm sorry?
So I was kind of excited for that, to be honest.
Oh, hell yeah, I was pretty pumped about that. Big Jim getting put in main event spots now, of course, like his brother. Hopefully, like we said, this starts to build towards Jimmy becoming more of a main event star, especially if he's seen next to Cody more and more. Hell, maybe Cody and Jimmy can win the tag titles now.
Oh, Jesus.
Why not? We were there for Cody and Jay winning them.
Cody and Jay was better, in my opinion.
Oh, come on. We haven't even seen Cody and Jimmy.
Cody and Jay had that chemistry, though. I don't think Cody and Jimmy will have that chemistry.
That was so good. That was so good, bro. I loved that. But yeah, they did have just an unbeatable chemistry. And now we go to a recap of Naomi versus Nia last week, resulting in the cash-in of Miss Money in the Bank. Miss Money in the Bank, now WWE Women's Champion, Tiffany Stratton, because it's Tiffy time all the time. Hell yeah. And we get our second... No, actually, there's a fuck ton of tag team matches on this card. But we get our second one. It is Motor City Machine Guns taking on A-Town Down Under. Both teams even out with double team moves, and the Guns attempt to dive, but are stopped. Shelly knocks Waller into Theory, then gives Saban the hot tag, and he hits all of the kicks. This is when the Guns hit Skull and Bones for the win, just right quick. DIY is then seen watching backstage, clearly pissed off about the results and the Guns moving up in the tag division. Pretty Deadly then walk up to them asking about what happened with them helping each other, and Ciampa wants nothing to do with them, but Gargano says that they are working towards getting them a tag title opportunity. And Apollo Crews, I don't know what the fuck his deal is in all of this. Just he
Yeah, I don't know
walks in and
either,
says
to be
that you
honest.
shouldn't trust DIY, and then walks away. Like
I don't know.
what? You
I
don't
don't know
you
what's.
don't compete in any matches. You don't have a
Yeah,
tag
you're kind of just.
partner.
Bro's kind of just there.
Yeah, he's just here. I don't know like why. I don't know. It's confusing to an unbelievable degree. But then we see Nia Jax in the locker room, and she's, presumably just fuming, pissed off about what happened with Tiffy last week.
Oh
And
god.
Candice LeRae says she saw Tiffy walking towards the ring, and Nia says that she should go congratulate Tiffy herself face to face. Sorry.
Impact.
Then we get the Tiffany
Impact.
Stratton.
Kind of did.
I'm sorry?
So we kind of got it, honestly.
Hell yeah, we did. We kind of got that. Then we move on to the Tiffany Stratton Championship celebration, of course. It's Tiffy time.
All the
All the
time.
time. Byron Saxton is in the ring with her, and he basically just asks her, like, how's it feel being champion now? She gets the mic and she screams, "It's Tiffy time!" Fuck yeah. She debuted on
Yeah.
SmackDown less than a year ago, and in no time, she became Miss Money in the Bank. And at 25, she is already better than all of your favorites. Byron asks her about how Nia treated her, but Nia didn't bully her. Tiffy befriended Nia and earned her trust, and Nia thinks that she is stupid, but look at who's the stupid one now. Lifts up that championship, which I think needs to be painted pink in all seriousness.
That I seen concepts for it.
I need
Literally
it.
right after she cashed in.
I need it. She then let Nia think Tiffy was just a dumb blonde, and she let her guard down. That's when she saw her moment, and Tiffy stole Nia's women's championship. She is at the tippy top of her game, so out of respect, or so put some respect on her name and tell her what time it is. And it's Tiffy time, motherfuckers. Then
All
Nia
the
Jax,
motherfucking time.
damn straight. Nia Jax doesn't think so, though, because we get her music playing now, and she interrupts. First thing she says, bro, I loved this, because I'm still a fan of Nia Jax. I like her character still. Like, she still plays a phenomenal bully heel.
Oh
She just
god.
goes, "You ungrateful little shit." She could kill Tiffy right now, saying she made a fool of Nia. She would be nothing without Nia because she made her. And it finally took her long enough to take advantage now that she gets her moment. Nia gets in the ring now and says she needs to either give her back her championship before she takes it from her. Then Bailey's music hits, and I'm like, wow, your music still sucks, bro. She says Tiffy played her role perfectly because she genuinely thought Tiffy was stupid. Damn, bro, shots fired. Don't coming at Tiffy like that. Put some respect on her name. Tiffy time.
Oh
She
god.
points
It's
out
TV time.
that even though Nia put Tiffy under her wing, she still got outsmarted. And in Bailey's eyes, it's Tiffy's fault she lost her championship at SummerSlam. So it's only fair that she takes it from her now. Naomi now comes out, accompanied by Bianca, and Naomi says that she had Nia beat last week. And if it weren't for Tiffy, she would have two titles right now. Nia puts a hand in Naomi's face and steps up to Bianca before a brawl erupts and Tiffy runs away. Then But eventually, it's not for long because they all start fighting in the middle. Tiffy returns, climbs the top, and delivers the prettiest moonsault ever, and rightfully so. Our women's champion is left as the last person standing when we see Nick Aldis come up, and he announces that there is now going to be a fatal four-way to determine a number one contender. Sorry, I'm messing up all my words. A number one contender for Tiffy's championship, and it's happening right now. It's well, first of all, what are we thinking about this? First kind of showcase of Tiffy as champion.
Dude,
How we loving it?
honestly, it's fucking Tiffy time. I'm loving this shit.
Damn
I am
straight. It
honestly
is
loving this
Tiffy
shit.
time.
Now, what am I kind of impressed with what happens next after they're like the winner of this fatal four way? I don't know how I feel about it,
Mm-hmm.
but we'll see how it goes. Honestly, because I think it's gonna get to the point where we see all four of those women fight Tiffany for the title.
Yeah, I think we're basically saying the four women that are going to make up her road to WrestleMania before,
Yeah.
hopefully, Charlotte at the big show.
So how do you break this down? Bailey's on SmackDown. Let's say Naomi is Saturday night's main event. Nia is Elimination Chamber, which leaves Bianca. No,
I would
Nia
give
is Royal
Nia
Rumble,
Royal Rumble. Bianca,
and then Bianca at Elimination Chamber.
yeah, Bianca Elimination Chamber.
What do you think?
I like that. That's perfect.
Let's run it.
Run it.
Let us do this.
Then we, of course, then cut to our number one contendership. Fatal four way. This match kind of slapped low key. I'm gonna say
And
it
hey,
right
dude,
now.
I got something before we start.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
I just scrolled on Twitter or Twitter or Instagram just to see if there's anything that broke while we were talking.
Hmm.
And Drew McIntyre says he lost his match because he had a contact high on Monday Night Raw.
That's crazy, bro. That's amazing.
He's blaming
God
Travis
damn it.
Scott.
Drew McIntyre wins social media still in 2025.
Social media
I
influence.
love
They need to
that.
bring back the Slammies.
They do, for real. That's like, you can say whatever you want about it. Like, it's a kayfabe award show or whatever. I thought it was cool. I liked it.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. It's my favorite part of the year.
Yeah, pretty fun. But then match goes on. Nia, of course, she's a powerhouse. She runs wild until all three get rid of her by working together. Yay, teamwork. All three face off in the ring, and I'm gonna say it now. Another hot, maybe personal opinion of mine that might not go over too like by everyone is I'm not a fan of the tag champs being in this match against each other. Like it's like quite literally the same booking that drove Naomi away from and Sasha away from the company years ago. Like they were booked
But
against each
it's
other. I
done
can't
better.
remember exactly what it was, but it was a big multi-woman match to determine the number one contender for either Liv or Ronda Rousey or some shit like that. I know they were like in the title contendership around the time to determine who was going after their championship, and Sasha and
Yeah.
Naomi were in it against each other. And that was kind of the reason that they stormed backstage and threw the titles on John Laurinaitis' desk and being like, yeah, fuck this, we're out. Like, this is stupid. Why are we the tag champs if we're immediately going to start fighting with each other? Which,
Sure, that
I
booking
agree with that
sucks.
point. I don't like the idea of the tag champs. I kind of wish that they would just focus on being the tag champs, in all honesty.
Agreed.
But,
Agreed.
I digress. Bailey scouts Naomi's kicks, but it's not long until Nia comes in like a wrecking machine, wrecking everyone. Bailey scores a sick knee after a Nia Jax power bomb. Bailey and Bianca work together to get rid of Nia before they do a little bit of a wrestle. All three begin to argue over who's going to pin Nia when Candice shows up to help the Queen. Everyone scores a finisher or a signature on everyone, but not a single pinfall is made. Candice pulls Bianca's braid when she's lifting Bayley for the KOD, and she accidentally whips Naomi like right in the fucking face. Then Bayley scores the Rose Plant for the win as Bianca and Nia fight on the outside over the announce table. Like, I agree with you. I'm not a big fan of Bayley winning this match as Tiffy's first title contender.
I was really hoping for like Bianca or Nia.
I was hoping for Candice.
That's crazy.
In all honesty, I was hoping Candice would be like her first title contender, but like then this match got made official on the night, and I'm like, oh well, it's one of these four, and I would have rather it been Naomi or Bianca. I
I
agree.
want a Nia or Bianca.
Nia
Honestly.
or Bianca. Nia, I feel like needs to be held off for a PLE, Royal Rumble for sure.
Well, I thought
Like
this was
that.
going to be for a PLE. I thought it was going to be for the build-up of Royal Rumble, but no, it's next week.
No, it's next
What
week.
the fuck?
Yep, next week. But I'm hoping they genuinely run Nia and Tiffy as a big time match on one of their upcoming PLEs on the road to WrestleMania, which I am so ungodly pumped for this year.
Me too.
Then, with that being said, now we go and see Cody Rhodes backstage, who is greeted by Jimmy. And Jimmy's kind of like trying to apologize or say that I hope it's not awkward, this whole Roman Reigns coming after the title thing. But Cody knew Roman would be coming for the title, and right now he just wants to worry about tonight. He walks off, and we see Mello walk up to Big Jim, calling him out about it being 3-on-1 last week with the Uso triplets. He claims he's close with Solo and his bloodline now, and he can make Jimmy end up like Braun Strowman ended up. Jimmy then makes fun of Mello. Don't miss catchphrase with all them bricks. You can build a house, bro, that you've been throwing because
God.
he always be missing lately. I agree. He do be missing. Mello do be missing. Jimmy then yeets before leaving.
Bro, he no yeets.
Oh yeah. He did like the no signal and then he yeeted.
That's what I picked up. Unless you just picked up the yeet.
Yeah, I didn't pick up the. Well, I did, but I didn't like write it down for some reason.
No yeet. I like that we have that.
No yeet. Hopefully, it's still teasing like a little bit of a Uso sibling rivalry. Like we're going to be building back to that at some point.
I hope we do.
Hopefully, that's why they're keeping that.
Make that their retirement match.
Probably.
I'd be okay with it.
I would be too. Yeah, me too. Then we see Byron Saxton, who meets Bayley backstage and reveals the match with Tiffany Stratton will happen next week, like we've been talking about. Bayley is all about chances, and her whole career has been about taking chances. She has wrestled Tiffany Stratton all year throughout 2024, and she has never beaten Bayley, which I'm going to have to take as true. Like, damn. But next week it's got to change because it's Tiffy time now, bitch.
Bitch.
We then get a rundown of next week. We see Bayley versus Tiffy on a match card. We see Motor City Machine Guns versus Los Garzon as a match card. I assume that's for a number one contendership at the tag titles, although it's not like marketed as that. And we also see the return, I guess we see the hype up for the return of Solo Sikoa next week. Damn, I love you, Solo!
I love you, Solo.
Which is hopefully going to be where we start to see the downfall of Solo's grip on the bloodline, in all honesty.
I want to see Solo's bloodline go away.
Mm-hmm.
I'm done with it. Honestly.
I am too. But I think it'll end with like Fatu, like basically being the guy who ends Solo, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like in some way. Then speaking of Fatu, we then get Fatu yelling at the camera as they walk to the ring.
Dude, he's such a good. He can cut a promo.
Fatu can cut a damn good promo. Fatu basically says that Jimmy has been left for dead by his bloodline, that being Roman, Sammy, Jay, obviously, and that Fatu, he is going to be Cody's nightmare. I kind of like that idea though. Kind of Fatu hunting down Cody at some point. Fatu just needs to be on his own as a main event fucking heel killer at some point. Man, like god damn it. Fatu does not need to be in a group anymore. Although
No.
he looks good next to Tom as a tag team.
Fatu needs to be on his own ship.
Mm-hmm. Then we get a Royal Rumble hype video, and we see Roman Reigns, John Cena. They are the only two official participants of the Royal Rumble match right now. And now we also have the only other match, which is Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens in a ladder match for the undisputed WWE Championship. I am so hyped for Rumble, man.
I am too.
It is going to be
So
an
excited.
insane match card. Like, that ladder match better go nuts. I assume they're going to add at least one other match to it, one or two.
I'd say
They should
one.
only do one, if anything. Have two normal matches, two Rumble matches.
Mm-hmm.
Rumble open, two matches in between, and then a Rumble close.
Yep.
Damn,
And then go
I like that
women's,
setup.
whatever match, WWE Championship, Men's Rumble.
Mm-hmm. I think that's a good setup to have for that. Either way, Rumble this year is for sure going to be absolutely freaking hype. Where
God.
at some point, I imagine we're going to record like WrestleMania prediction videos and shit, like not long
Yeah.
after Rumble, so that we have at least a general idea of what's going to be happening.
Oh my God.
Like WrestleMania card predictions. So as the months go on during the road to WrestleMania, be on the lookout for that type of shit. But ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to the main event of SmackDown. Main event for SmackDown, ladies and gentlemen, is Jimmy Uso and the American Nightmare, our WWE Undisputed Champion, Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes.
God.
We love the man,
We
of
love Cody.
course. I cannot wait for this man's WrestleMania. There is like 5 freaking people he could fight, and all of them are the good options because the one name that I see everyone forgetting to name for Cody Rhodes' potential WrestleMania opponent, I see all the John Cenas, I see all the Roman Reigns, I see all the Rocks. Where are the Randy Ortons? Where did Randy go? What if Randy comes back in the Rumble and wins it?
Where did Randy go? God, Nacho.
Randy got his neck broken by Kevin, but like I said, what if he comes back in the Rumble?
That'd be
I'm
fucking
expecting it
insane.
kind of too. But what if he comes back and wins it? Him and John Cena is the last 2 in the Rumble.
Do, 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 do.
There
That'd
you
be
go.
crazy.
Damn straight.
What if
And
Cena? What if Orton wins 15 by RKOing Cena after he wins out at WrestleMania?
what if Orton? Oh my god! What if Cena wins number 17 in the main event of SummerSlam Night 2 and loses it to Randy Orton, cashing in a Money in the Bank briefcase to win number 15?
That'd be crazy.
Of all people to lose that to. Randy
Mm-hmm.
freaking Orton right as he wins it on the night. So he wins number 17, but it's all for like 30 seconds.
Exactly what he did to Dana Bryan.
Mm-hmm. Damn. I like that. That'd be a
But
pretty
too.
wild one.
That would be pretty wild.
Match goes crazy though. Cody starts off with Tama for a second, but Jimmy, of course, gets in there at some point and he gets his absolute shit rocked. Tama, then Jacob both knock Cody off the apron before Jimmy eats 2 hip attacks back to back. Fatu's only mistake is telling everyone that he loves Solo, of course, on the top rope, letting Big Jim get the hot tag to Cody Rhodes, who runs wild with a disaster kick before taking them both out with a dive. Crossroads is countered by Tama with a nice DDT. I thought it was smooth. Jacob stops the pin off a power and glory from Cody and Jimmy, but a Cody cutter takes out the Samoan werewolf. Cody is left alone in the ring, but down the ramp, who do we see? An angry ass Canadian, and it's Kevin Owens marching down to the ring. Cody Rhodes, it's on site, he said, with anyone who even looks like Kevin Owens. He gets out and immediately meets him on the ramp to start fighting. I don't know how this didn't start a DQ. But they start fighting to the backstage area, and we see Jimmy left alone in the ring. He scored a super kick, a spear, and a splash to Tama, but Fatu pulled him out of the ring, bashes his head into the table, impaler DDT, and a moonsault. Later gives them the win. Of course, that's not how the show closes, though, because we get Cody and Kevin still fighting from backstage. They spill back to the arena, fight by and onto some technical equipment, and they fight on top of some crates by a set of tables that they both go crashing through. The show then goes off air with Cody like barely able to stand after this, lifting his arms up. But this is getting chaotic, man. I
This
am
shit is
pumped
getting
for this ladder
chaotic,
match.
dude.
This just tells me hopefully this ladder match goes all over Lucas Oil Stadium.
Oh, dude, it has to.
Like
Needs
they'll
to.
go
The refs can't
freaking
screw Kevin if he
everywhere.
loses. I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
Just saying.
This match will be freaking wild. I'm excited to see Solo come back now. And because
Solo.
look at this. You just had, whether Cody was in the ring or not, you just had Jacob and Tama beat Cody in a tag match. Like, whether he was involved in the finish or not, like, on paper, they beat Cody in a tag match. And
True.
in the same week beforehand, Solo lost his big match.
This is true.
So I think this gives them some ground to be like, yo, Solo, what's up, man? Like you kind of
Why are you
dropping the ball
losing?
over here.
Basically, a whole nother thing with Roman.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Yeah. Where they're like, you're kind of washed, bro. Like, we shouldn't be following you anymore. And Fatu kicks his damn head off.
Fatu is on side. Fatu shit.
Mm-hmm. But that's about it that I got for
Yeah.
this episode. This
So that's all
review,
I
this
have as
historic
well.
review, man. First ever Raw on Netflix.
I know.
We're gonna officially see the second one now, which seems to be more back to a Raw
A
that
regularly
we're more
scheduled
used
program.
to. Yeah, like we got a street fight between Damian and Finn. We got what else? The finals of the Women's Intercontinental.
Give it to Dakota.
But yes, give it to
I might
Dakota,
cry if she wins this
please.
title. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Dude,
I
I'm
might
gonna be
cry.
so happy if she wins this title. You have no idea.
I might cry.
I'm praying for Dakota through and through. What else we got though? There's a couple other things I've seen hyped up other than like Chad Gable versus presumably going to be Penta. Can't remember fully though.
Yeah, I can't either.
But either way, it's going to be an exciting week with it all being on Netflix, with the hype up for the Royal Rumble, and with the new year now in place, fully in swing.
It is 2025, baby. Come on now.
Mm-hmm. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to another episode of the AR Wrestling Podcast. Make sure y'all head to our socials. AR Wrestling _ is the X. Instagram is AR _ wrestling _ Go to Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, everywhere that you get your podcasts from. Type in AR Wrestling Podcast to the search engine. Go into YouTube, put in AR Wrestling 1020. Of course, drop a subscribe, turn on the notifications, post everything onto YouTube as well. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, be on the lookout for WrestleMania card prediction shit, our Royal Rumble predictions, and all that will be coming out soon. We'll be doing shows for Saturday night's main event for the 25th. I believe that's when that event is.
Yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
Thank you.